morning, my friends over there in Facebook land. Hey, super excited to be here with you today. Got a great episode of hashtag Rise and Grind. Before we dive in, though, I do got to share with you. Woke up. Today is day 3 of the 67-day challenge where we're doing the morning five simple steps, right? 5 simple steps to an extraordinary life. And today was day 3. So got up this morning, 3 a.m. That's right. I am a 3 a.m.er now. I was a 3:20 a.m.er. Now I am a 3 a.m.er. So I got up at 3 a.m., went downstairs, grabbed my hashtag Rise and Grind planner, and I was so grateful because at the top of every single day of our Rise and Grind planner, there is a quote that is submitted by an actual Rise and Grind member, right? Which, by the way, we're getting ready to collect quotes for next year's planner. The planners come out on Black Friday every year, and so I know they're starting to collect those quotes. Make sure you are on the lookout if you want to contribute next year, right? So I opened it up, and there's a quote from my man, Adam Marburger. Now, Adam Marburger is the dude. He is the dude. Every time I see Adam Marburger, he throws me a head nod. He just goes, "What's up? Sup? Sup?" That's the thing. He's like the head nod dude. I love Adam. And so as soon as I saw his name, it made me smile today. He always makes me smile. And so his quote was simple, and it says this: "This day is not going to duplicate itself." This day is not going to duplicate itself. I start off every morning and I say, hey, today is Wednesday, March 9th, 2021. And today is the first and the last time it'll ever be Wednesday, March 9th, 2021. You get one shot at this day. But what I really love about this quote is it says this day is not going to duplicate itself. It doesn't say that you can't. It doesn't say that you can't. And I know a lot of people on both sides of this, to where their today looks like their yesterday and their tomorrow will look like today. I know a lot of people who duplicate their days. Now, for some, that's serving them. And for some, that's not serving them. And that's the question I have for you today. Are the actions you're taking today ultimately going to serve you? Or are the actions you're taking today going to duplicate yesterday? Think on that. Let's get rocking and rolling. Good morning, good morning, good morning. How are you, my friend? How are you, my friend? You see, there's no excuse for you not pushing yourself to the next level. In order for you to create a new you must have a new mindset. When teams come together, we can create things that are greater than the sum of all of their parts. Good morning and welcome to hashtag Rise and Grind. I am your host, Glenn Lundy. I am a husband to 1, a father to 8, and the creator of what is going to be the #1 most watched morning show in the world. It is 5:30 a.m. and I hope that you are ready to rise and grind. Good morning, good morning, good morning. How are you, my friend? How are you, my friend? Dude, today is Wednesday. That's right. Today is Wednesday, September 1st, 2021. And what's crazy is today is the very first and the very last time it'll ever be Wednesday, September 1st, 2021. So I want to make sure we make the absolute most. And I do mean the absolute most of this absolutely incredible, incredible day. The Untold Story all the way from Australia. Great to see you. Wednesday is also known as CMA Day. That is the Carter Myers Automotive Group, the #1 automotive group in the world. And I am so excited because I get to spend every Wednesday with them, every morning training with their leaders, their entire organization. Actually, today will be with the entire organization, and I love it. They're just an incredible group of people that are moving lives forward. If you're ever interested in a career change, or you just want to be a part of an amazing organization, just reach out. Let me know. I can hook you up with the people over at CMA. They really are a phenomenal group of humans, right? So Wednesday is CMA Day. Super excited about that. And today is also September 1st. Now, September 1st means, in case you didn't know, that we are 9 months into the year. Okay? 9 months into 2021. And I don't know about you, but so many things have happened in my world this year. What about you? Have a lot of things happened for you in 2021? Like, if you actually take some time to take a look back at your year, if you, like, let's do that right now. Let's just reflect. Take some time to reflect. I want you to think about where you were in January coming into 2021. Think about that. Then I want you to think about where you were in March of 2021. Let's fast forward, right? Spring break, that particular season, heading out of the winter and into the spring. And now take a minute. I want you to take a minute, and I just want you to maybe reflect a little bit. Think about where you were in May or June, right? At the beginning of the summer. Where were you? What were you doing? Did you change jobs? Have you changed houses? I know a lot of people sold their house in the last year. A lot of people bought a house in the last year. A lot of people had kids in the last year. Lots of different things, right? A lot of people switched over to homeschooling in the last year, right? Just want you to reflect. Spend some time thinking about this last 9 months. And then while you're in that space, I want you to ask yourself this question. Have you made progress? And if the answer is yes, you've made progress, then I want you to ask yourself this question. How far have you come? You see, 9 months. In 9 months, a baby can be formed from a single cell into a living, breathing human being. That can happen in that same amount of time that we've had since January 1st of this year. Now, you'd be a little early if you had a baby today and you got pregnant on January 1st. I understand. You'd be a little bit early, but you'd have a fully formed baby in the amount of time that we've been in 2021. We're talking about a baby that could be the future president of the United States. We're talking about a baby that could one day be an engineer and build the most incredible buildings and facilities. Maybe that baby ultimately grows up and becomes a philanthropist and saves millions of humans around the world. Maybe that baby grows up and becomes an inventor of some sort that changes the world through technology and through thought and through imagination. Maybe that baby grows up to be a musician or an artist that fills and fuels people's soul. Maybe that baby grows up to be an artist like a Da Vinci or somebody that creates these timeless pieces of art. Maybe that baby grows up to be a global impactor, shifting the lives of billions. No matter where that child ends up, that child ultimately was created in 9 months. What have you created in the last 9 months? What adjustments and pivots have you made in your life in the last 9 months? Have those pivots and adjustments been good? Not good? Have you experienced massive growth? Mild growth? Have you gone backwards? Listen, all of these are good. I just want you to understand, whether it's been massive growth for you, average growth, stale growth, flat line, backwards, whatever. All of these are good for you because they're a part of your journey. So I don't want anybody feeling bad because you haven't progressed. I don't want anybody feeling bad because you've only progressed a little bit. It's all good. It all serves you. All things ultimately will work out in your favor. I truly believe that. And so I might be in a different stage of my journey than you are in your journey. I might be in a more accelerated stage of my journey than you are in your journey. You might be in a more accelerated stage of your journey than I am in my journey, right? It's all individual. It's uniquely your journey. So I'm not saying good or I'm saying bad. It's all good. But what's next? But what's next? You see, for me in my life really began to expand. My growth really began to become accelerated when I started to change the way I start my day. That's when it all started to skyrocket. When I started to change the way I start my day. Not hitting the snooze button first thing in the morning. Not getting on my phone first thing in the morning. Writing down my gratitude and goals. Things that I'm thankful for. The goals that I'm chasing. Taking care of myself physically. That's the wrong slide right there, but that's all right. Taking care of myself physically, right? Running, walking, crawling, jogging, playing basketball, golf in the morning, some type of exercise that gets the body moving because an object in motion tends to stay in motion. And then lastly, and most importantly, sending out an encouraging message. Taking that energy that has been converted through no snooze, through no phone, through gratitude and goals, through exercise, and releasing that energy out into the universe to make an impact in other people's lives. When I started doing that, everything around me began to expand. Everything around me began to expand. Those 5 simple steps have helped lead me to an incredibly blessed and what I feel is an extraordinary life. A life that I don't deserve. Folks, I used to be a bad man. I was a bad man. And now I'm blessed to be a husband, to be a father to 8, to be running some incredible companies. My life is drastically different. Drastically different. And it literally all started by just changing the way I started my day. So this week, we're in this series where we're talking about those 5 steps, the morning 5 simple steps to an extraordinary life. And today, we're going to talk about step 2 and step 3. No phone first thing in the morning and writing down your gratitude and goals. Before we do, though, you know what we got to do on this show. That's right, my friends. Before we go too far, we got to do some dancing, man. We got to do some dancing. Listen, wherever you are in the world, I know we got some of our friends from Australia joining us today, which is amazing. We have some of our friends from South Africa joining us today, which is amazing. We know we have some of our friends from Japan joining us today, which is just mind-blowing to me. All kinds of people over in the UK and Great Britain and London and Italy and all those places. And then, of course, we have people all across the United States from California all the way up to Alaska, all the way down to Florida, up to New York City, and everywhere in between. And then, of course, don't forget my friends up there in Canada that are joining us as well. So wherever you are in the world, let's go. Come on. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Let's get it moving. An object in motion tends to stay in motion. An object at rest tends to stay at rest. So let's get moving. All right, let's get moving. This is also the part of the show where I want to say good morning to you, and I want you to say good morning to me. Whether you're watching live or you're watching in replay, whichever one. Say what's up, I'll say what's up back. Fair enough? Fair enough. What's up, Claudette Rose? How you doing, Lady Bird Official? What's up, Linda Sims? Great to see you this morning over there on Instagram. Over in Clubhouse, I see my boy Stephen Kuhn has joined us. I see Ramon is in the house. What's up, Dr. Rowe and Dakota? I see Nip Navia and Renee and John. Credit Ninja is hanging out with us today. I hope she's here. I see Mustafa and Tamra and Kate and Nathaniel. Sarah McCord's in the building. Liza's up in here. What's up, Douglas? How you doing, Kim? And Gene. Scott Simons is in the house. My boy King is up in here this morning. What's up, King? Great to see you. Tina and Crystal and Stephanie and J-Cell. Over on Facebook, we got all kinds of peeps joining us over there as well, which I love. Shirley Ann Montgomery's over there. Don Sankey's over there. We've got Kim Fair and Brad Smith. They're all chatting with each other. That's one of the great parts of the Facebook. If you jump on the Facebook, not only do you see the full production, you can have conversations with everybody else that's watching as well. I see Falco Verde. I see Annette the Audacious. I see Sean Weatherby and Janice Mullings. Claudette Rose, good morning to you. Jama Newhoff, good morning to you. Charles Lamont Garner, good morning to you. Great to see you. Beverly Richardson, Jojo Laricia, great to see you this morning. Pam Woosley, man, you guys are amazing. Thank you so much for being here. If you would, do me a huge favor. Go ahead and hit that share button if you're on Facebook. Go ahead and share this out if you're on Instagram. Hit the plus button in the bottom right-hand corner of your screen if you're over on Clubhouse. I would greatly appreciate it. And I also just want to take this moment to let everybody know that we are in the middle of the 67-day challenge where we are challenging humans around the world to do 5 simple things. First thing in the morning, 5 simple steps. No snooze, no phone, gratitude and goals, some type of exercise, send an encouraging message. So we're challenging people all around the world. We have over 800 people that have joined the challenge so far, and the number keeps growing. We would love for you to join us. You can go to glennlundy.com/67-day challenge if you'd like to register for that. We're giving away prizes. We're going to celebrate on November 5th in Lexington, Kentucky. Actually, November 7th in Lexington, Kentucky is when we'll celebrate. But we're going to be in Lexington, Kentucky together November 5th through 7th. So join the challenge. It's super fun. It's an opportunity for us to connect, an opportunity for us to engage, and an opportunity for you to make a massive shift in your trajectory by simply changing the way you start your day. Warren Buffett, one of my favorite quotes of all time, was a quote by Warren Buffett. How you doing, Peace Friendly from London, is a quote from Warren Buffett. And the quote says this: no matter how great the talent or efforts, some things just take time. You can't produce a baby in 1 month by getting 9 women pregnant. What a beautiful, beautiful quote. Some things just take time. When it comes to morning routines, when it comes to the impact that it can have in the trajectory of your life, it's one of those things that takes time. And being able to develop the habits take time as well. There's actually a study that was done back in 2014, and they studied thousands of people, and they studied this whole idea of making or breaking a habit, and everybody had a different philosophy or a different timeline on how long that could possibly take. And after doing the study and averaging everything out, they actually studied the biology of humans. Not just the mentality or not just the ability, but they actually studied the biology. They studied the brain. And they said, okay, at what point does the brain shift? At what point does a new neural pathway get created to where something becomes easier to do than to not do? Because that's really what it's all about, right? You can make or break a habit once it becomes easier to do the thing than to not do the thing, right? Once you worked out enough days in a row, you reach a point where it's easier to work out than to not work out. It becomes hard to not do the thing, right? And so in this study, they found that it takes 66 consecutive days to change your life. The question is, are you strong enough to do the 66 consecutive days? So what that means is, if you start to establish this morning routine, 5 simple steps to an extraordinary life, it is going to be harder to do it than to not do it for 66 days. However, on day 67, it's easier to do it than to not do it. And that's why we're due a 67-day challenge. That's the goal. I want to make this easier for you to do. I want to make your life easier. If we can cement the habits now, it'll make an impact on you later. That's the goal. Now, that part's easy, right? It becomes easy once you get to the 67 days. It becomes easier, I should say. Now, staying off your phone first thing in the morning, that's not easy, is it? It's not easy at all. I mean, there's so much there on your phone. Are you kidding me? We've got these little things in our pocket, and they're filled with emails from overnight while you were sleeping. All of the notifications overnight while you were sleeping. There's so much information there, right? So much information. Maybe you made some money. Maybe you made some money overnight while you were sleeping, right? And maybe your stocks or your investments or your funnels or whatever, and you want to check that money, right? There's news. There's things that happened overnight. I got to know what happened. What's going on? What's the hottest? What's the trendiest, right? That information's there. I mean, for goodness sake, there's TikTok. Are you kidding me? TikTok's there. I mean, a bunch of people with quick little videos that are laughing and dancing and screaming and yelling and pranking, and there's cats and there's babies. I mean, are you kidding me? It's all right there. It's all right there. And it's literally the most addictive device ever built. Your cell phone, which is very rarely used as an actual phone these days, your extensional computer that is attached to you at all times, is literally the most addictive device ever built. Ever. People will literally have withdrawals when their phones are taken away. They shake, they shiver, they act irrationally. It's insane. And here's the thing about that. Yes, there's a lot of good to be done with the phone. I use my phone every day. I'm using my phone right now to be live over on Instagram. I'm using a phone so I can connect with my people over on Facebook. We've been able to build this audience through these devices. We've been able to make a global impact. There's a lot of positive to that. There's also a sinister underbelly. A sinister underbelly. Violence exists in your phone at every minute of every day. Death exists in your phone every minute of every day. Destruction exists in your phone every second of every day. Politics are all over your phone every minute of every day. Every single sin in the world, exists in your phone. And guess what? Negative news travels faster. Fake news travels faster. As a matter of fact, MIT did a study. And they studied millions and millions of posts. And what they found is that false negative news travels 70 times faster than positivity and facts. False negative news travels 70 times faster than positivity and facts. So when you grab your phone, first thing in the morning, when your brain is in this full-on consume mode, it's like ready to gobble up as much information as possible. You are feeding your brain the worst breakfast ever when you jump into your phone. It is awful. It is terrible. It is detrimental to your health. So please, if you only do one thing of these 5, please don't touch your phone first thing in the morning. Instead, do step 3. Take the time to write your gratitude and your goals. So research has shown that gratitude is literally the single most powerful method of increasing happiness in your life. Let me repeat that. Gratitude is the single most powerful method of increasing happiness in your life. Let me define this word gratitude for you. Gratitude means the quality of being thankful, readiness to show appreciation for, and to return kindness. So the process is simple. I am grateful for my home. I am grateful for my spouse. I am grateful for my kids. I am grateful I woke up today. I am grateful I can walk. I am grateful I can talk. I am grateful I can breathe. I am grateful I am fed. I am grateful God loves me. I am grateful there are people in my life that I care about and that care about me. Grateful, grateful, great. I am grateful. As you write those things out, it starts to shift your energy. So instead of consuming violence, destruction, despair, and politics, now instead we are shifting our frequency to a positive place, right? I am grateful. I am grateful. Now, once you are in this positive space, once you've created this positive frequency, now that you've done that, as soon as you're done, now you need to head into your goals. This is why gratitude and goals is considered one step in the morning 5 and not 2. Sounds like 2 separate things. Write down your gratitude, write down your goals. But actually, in actuality, when you start with gratitude, it's like rocket fuel for your goals. So now you're going to head into your goals. And let me teach you how to write a goal. There's a couple things you need to know about goals. 1, your goals should be written in the present tense. I am a millionaire. I am an amazing husband and father. I am an amazing wife and an amazing teacher. I am an amazing leader. I am an amazing whatever it is, whatever your goal. I am buying a house. I am buying that car. Or I am an owner of a house, I should say. Not even buying. I am the owner of a house. I am driving my dream car. Your goals should start with the words I am and should be written in present tense. Your goals also should be big and uncomfortable. They should be scary even, right? Big, uncomfortable, crazy, audacious goals. That's the stuff that's going to move you. That's the stuff that's going to grow you. That's the kind of stuff that's going to make that shift in your trajectory. Now, also, when you're writing your goals, I need you to not overthink them. Writing your goals is not a strategy session. Writing your goals is not an Excel sheet. Writing your goals is not where you're going to mind map every step along the way because you don't know. There's no way to know every step along the way. Writing your goal is something that you just let it flow, man. What's on your heart? What's on your mind? Let it flow. What are you being called to? What are you drawn to? Just let it go. Just let it flow first thing in the morning. Listen, many people know that you should write your goals first thing in the morning, here's the problem. 80% of people don't. They don't write their goals. And here's why, I believe. Most people don't write their goals because they tried it at one time and it became a negative thing. They either didn't start with gratitude, and so when they started writing their goals, it made them feel less than, right? I want a bigger house. I want more money. It's basically telling yourself, I don't have a nice enough house and I don't have enough money, right? It creates a negative frequency if we don't start with gratitude. I think a lot of people suffered that. And I think the other side of that is too many people are writing goals that are realistic, things that they actually feel are easily achievable. And when you write a goal that's easily achievable, it doesn't push you, it doesn't stretch you, it doesn't put you in an uncomfortable position where you actually have to grow to achieve it. And then when you don't, it creates a negative frequency, a negative energy. Let it flow. I am, present tense. I am the host of the #1 morning show in the world. My name is Glenn Lundy. I am the host of the #1 morning show in the world. Now, do I have stats to back that up yet? No, sure don't. Do I have messages of impact? Yep, sure do. Is that my fuel to let it flow? Sure is. Is the show going to be on TV? I don't know. Facebook? I don't know. Clubhouse? I don't know. I don't know. I just know I'm the host of the #1 morning show in the world. Not in America, not in Kentucky, not in Arizona, in the world. And that drives me to get up at 3 o'clock every single day and make sure that I deliver and have more energy than anybody in the room ever. No one will ever out-energy me. No one will get up earlier than me. No one will outwork me. No one will put more shows in than me. Nobody. I am the host of the #1 morning show in the world. That's how you write a goal. That's what I challenge you to do. Listen, friends, I need you to understand something. Sometimes it can be hard to believe. Sometimes if we start to get too strategic, too thoughtful, we can talk ourselves out of things. And so I'm here to tell you one simple truth. If you've been telling yourself you can't, you've been lied to, and you are continuing to lie to yourself. You can. How do I know? Well, Glenn, you don't even know me. I do know you. You're my brother. You're my sister. You and I are children of God. We have the same Father, the God of the universe, the God that made everything. And that God made you to be the absolute best version of yourself that you can possibly be. Not an average, not a little bit above average, not a little bit below, but the absolute best. And that God, the same God that created everything, put in you, in your DNA, the ability to create a life of purpose and joy and abundance. God gave you that. Those 9 months when you were in the womb, that time that you were created, and from the moment you were birthed into this incredible place called Earth, in this beautiful thing called life, from the very beginning, my friend, you have been given the gift and the ability to create the life of your dreams. So lean in. Lean in. And I personally believe it all starts by changing the way you start your day. Change the way you start your day, make a massive impact in your life. Be the best decision you ever made. Listen, if you need more videos like this, you can go to glennlundy.com. We got a bunch of them there. If you haven't joined the 67-day challenge, go do it now. glennlundy.com/67-day challenge. If you want to talk about this a little bit more, you can meet us over at Clubhouse. We're going to hang out over on Clubhouse and talk about this a little bit more today. We've got a powerful lineup on Clubhouse set up for you today, so come join me over there. But most importantly, come back here again tomorrow morning, 5:30 a.m., because we're going to do this all over again on hashtag Rise and Grind. I'll see you in the morning.
For heaven I'm conquering, and I'm going all in. Whether I got 5 talents or 1, I'm gonna make it multiply until you tell me well done, well done. I don't do no stressing, no you see me flexing, yeah, praise is my weapon. I'm just reaching for my blessings, stretching, reaching for my blessings. Grow your business for God's sake, for God's sake. Reaching for my blessings. See me winning cause I got faith in God's grace. Reaching for my blessings. I've been putting in overtime. I've been working all day. Grow your business for God's sake, for God's sake. to be the best version of myself. Make the world better when I've left and build generational wealth. Teaching your lessons, leave an impression. Increase my investments, keep reaching for your blessings. We rise, evolve, and pack together. Out here building bridges, stretch it to the max. Ain't about my father's business. Certain I've been working daily on my grind. Put it in overdrive, cause it's time to grow for God.